Hello and welcome to my video. In this video I will be talking about my daily schedule and how that works out for me and yeah, all that kinds of stuff. I do want to give like a disclaimer though, the video footage is a little bit shaky. I did try to fix it in like the editing software, but like it's not that good. It's not perfect. It did fix it a lot, but not entirely, so I'm sorry if you guys get motion sickness or something, because I do get motion sickness, and looking at it is a bit, not good. But yeah, I will tell you guys about my like daily schedule and all that kind of stuff. So in this video, I am doing a drawing of Sigma from Overwatch. He is one of the tank heroes, and I'm doing kind of like a whole like series of drawings of Overwatch characters, and I'm almost finished the tanks actually. I just have Zarya to do now, and then I can move on to the support heroes. So this video is just me drawing Sigma in almost real time. Towards the end I do speed it up a little bit because, I don't want the video to be too long. But yeah, I will be finishing the tanks probably today. So if I do finish them, I will be posting them probably on YouTube as well. I might do like a reel or something, so keep an eye out for that if you would like to see those. But yeah, it's just a line drawing and just ink drawing really. It's more like a doodle rather than a drawing. But yeah, I'll be talking about my daily schedule. So in my daily schedule, I basically write all of the things I have to do down on a whiteboard like every night before the next day. I haven't been doing that recently just because I've been getting so used to the schedule that I don't need to really refer to it anymore, and it's kind of just stayed there. Like I've not really rubbed it off or anything, so I can just see it every day. For some people, especially when you're starting out doing something like that, you'll probably want to be writing down every day or like every night before the next day, because for me that's how I actually remembered it, is just keep writing it down over and over again. But now I'm pretty good without it. For stuff that randomly comes up, I write it down on like an actual like proper calendar, so I can squeeze it in where I have time. But yeah, basically my day starts off with, like getting ready. I take my meds. I do like brushing my teeth, washing my face, getting changed. Then more meds and stuff, more therapies and stuff. And then I move on to eating breakfast. So I normally eat breakfast around 10 a.m. I normally wake up at like 9:30, so I have quite a bit to do within half an hour. I've been thinking about waking up earlier. I tried waking up at 9, but it just wasn't working out for me. I was too tired and I was just coming back to bed, which, wasn't working. But I can get ready plenty enough in half an hour. Like, give it a bit of leeway. Like, I don't have to finish doing those stuff by exactly 10, you know what I mean? I don't really have like certain times for anything. Like, I'd like to get them done within certain times, but I give it leeway because nothing goes to plan, I have learned. But yeah, so after breakfast I come to my art setup, and I have these little like sticky notepad things, and I write down like all of the art stuff that I have to do today or like on the day, and I try to just get everything done like one by one. But like after doing like getting ready for the art stuff and warming up, like doing like doodles or doing like gesture studies, you know, just warming up, that kind of thing. After that, I go eat. So I have dinner like in the middle of the day, and then after dinner, I do come back to drawing, and I actually get stuck into like some of the project stuff that I have to do. This is kind of normally what happens. This is not always what happens. I kind of mix it up. Like, I definitely always do warm ups first of all, but then I like just go to do like other stuff. Like sometimes I'll start off with a lighter thing, like this, what I'm doing in the video, just you know, drawing little mini things. I really don't know how to explain it. Like, I would go just to work on my projects and any fan art or like any drawings and plans that I have, I just work on that. And around, I'd say 5 to 6, anywhere between 4 to 6 p.m. I cook and I eat tea, which is lunch basically. It's lunch, but when I say tea, you might get confused. So yeah, around tea time, I have my tea, and after tea, I will go back to doing more artwork, and after that, I will draw pretty much the rest of the evening and night, but I will take breaks. Sometimes I'll take like a break, just having a drink or some snacks, you know, because it's, you know, not good to keep stressing yourself out with all of the work. Breaks are really, really good, and it refreshes your mind, it calms you down, you know. It's really good to have breaks. On my break, I normally decide to take breaks when I feel like I'm getting either overwhelmed or like stressed, you know what I mean? So that's kind of when I take breaks. And yeah, that's kind of it really. And after I draw, I stop drawing around 9 or 10 p.m. So I draw quite a lot, especially on the days Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And after arting, I will well, I've started to meditate. I don't know if it's working yet. I don't know if it's working. Like, sometimes it feels like it is, and then sometimes it just feels like it's not working at all. Like, maybe I should do it less. I have no idea, but I basically relax or go in the bath, like anything that I need to do. And then I go to bed. I go to bed after that, so I have quite a long day, and I go to sleep at like 1 a.m. Anywhere between 12:30 and 1 a.m. Maybe later, maybe earlier. I don't really follow any kind of set times or anything, because that would stress me out. But yeah, on like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those days are different for me, because I'm also a Twitch streamer, and on Fridays and Saturdays after tea, I will basically like stream me playing games. And on Sunday, I do absolutely nothing, which is probably why it's my favorite day. But on Sunday, I do nothing. I just do fun things, chill out. I try not to go on my phone. I try not to go on my laptop. I just try not to do anything on that day. I like to spend time with my partner on that day, and yeah, spend time with family, like my brother and stuff, and my cat, of course. I've spent time with my cat. I'm hoping to get my cat, like, he's called Kuro, so I'm hoping to get my cat this kind of like, it's like a cat stool. So he can sit next to me like when I'm drawing or when I'm gaming, because I do have a gaming and like art studio set up. But yeah, it would be really cool if he could be with me when I'm doing those things, so I can spend time with him when I'm doing stuff other than art and yeah, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are all completely different for me. But I just wanted to tell you guys that even though you plan out different things every day, they aren't always gonna go to plan. Like, plans never go to plan. I have discovered that. Like, it took me a very long time to find something that actually works for me, and this works for me really well. It's kind of like, it's forgiving, it's still there, it's more like a guide. I don't know if I already said that, but it's more like a guideline on what I should do and when I should do it, or yeah, that kind of thing. But it's nothing that I completely live by. Like, if something comes up or if I change my mind about something, then I could always do that. But I also do some other stuff to plan my kind of daily routine, and I do plan like once every 2 weeks or once every week, which kind of helps. Like, it makes me feel responsible and it makes me actually do stuff, and it makes me feel motivated as well to get stuff done. But I feel like the daily and weekly kind of planning is working the best for me. Like, I'd plan the whole month, but I feel like that's too much, you know, because things change so much that it's not that forgiving to plan once a month. And for me, I get really stressed when things don't go to plan, so it's easier for me to handle if it's just something in one day that doesn't go to plan, you know what I mean? So I'd say if you're looking to make a kind of schedule or plan for your workflow and you aren't the type of person who likes planning and stuff, I would recommend like doing it once a week. But it's really easy to just write down like literally everything you do every day or everything you want to do every day, and then just try and get them done every day. It can be really draining though if like, you know, if you like have too many things to do. So be wary that you shouldn't be giving yourself a whole workload, and you should consider as well what kind of like work hours you want to do. Like, say you actually went to work to do ads, like how long would you want to do your job for? Like, would you want to do it for 4 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours? Like, everybody's different. So for me, it was a lot of trial and error, and I think you guys can also do a lot of trial and error. Like, I know that's kind of annoying to have to wait for something to work for you, but yeah, you have to actively do stuff though. You can't just wait and then it'll magically appear, you know. You have to actively do things to make you realize what's working and what's not working. Like, if you work in the same space every day, you can kind of tell like what on the setup is working for you and what's not, and where you can put something for it to work better and that kind of stuff. It's kind of the same thing really. So my advice is get like a scrap piece of paper, or like I have like a whiteboard, and try just writing down everything you do. And it's up to you whether you leave it or not, and it's up to you whether you put times on it or not. But having something that you can just rub off like when you've achieved it is just really satisfying, and yeah, that kind of stuff. But anyways, so this kind of schedule and this kind of prep for the day, it it really helps me. Like, if I did not have any planning at all, I would be running around like a headless chicken. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would not know what to do and when. I wouldn't be able to plan things with family and friends. I wouldn't be ready for when things come up, and I just wouldn't be able to do as much as I do if I didn't plan. Like, when I was younger, I had like a really good flow going on. Like, I would do art every day. Like, I'd finish like a piece every day, like an artwork every day. And I wondered for so long like how I did that. First of all, it was because I had a lot of time on my hands. Like, I could draw all day, like no restrictions, right? I lived at my parents, so there wasn't nothing stopping me. So I tried to think back at how I were able to get myself, drawing every day, and all I had was like this slip piece of paper, like next to my desk, and it would say like every day, like what I focus on every day. So like one day I'd focus on, actually drawing something certain. One day I'd focus on, learning different things, and then one day I'd focus on, social media and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of clicked when I was thinking about that. Like, well, that's what I did then. Maybe that could work now. Unfortunately, that stuff doesn't work now, but it still, gave me some ideas about how I'm supposed to do that again. And I'm able to do it again now, so that's good. And yeah, having the whiteboard has been a life changer for me. Like, it's so nice to be able to do stuff every day. And when you do have a schedule and something happens, like you get sick and you can't do work for a while, then you have something to go back to. You have your schedule that you were doing that was working for you, and you can just go back to it. It's a lot harder to get back into the flow, but at the same time, it's a lot easier to do it if you've done it before. Like, I got really sick and like around Christmas, and it was really hard for me to actually get back into my workflow, but it was easier than I'd expected. Like, it was hard, but at the same time, I did get back into it. So that's like really surprising to me, like that I didn't have to change anything, that I just kind of got back into the flow of things. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself some time. Like, I know time is of the essence and all, but sometimes you gotta give yourself some of that time to recuperate and get back into everything. But yeah, if you guys need any like help and stuff making your schedules and stuff, then I wouldn't mind helping y'all. Like, just leave a comment in the description and I'll try to get back to you if you need help. I wouldn't mind helping. I do have a Discord server as well, so if you need any help or anything, I'm pretty sure the people in there and me will help you. And yeah, I am rambling a lot, but let me look at my notes, see if there's anything else I need to talk about. I don't know if I said this already, but yeah, schedules don't always go to plan, so don't stress yourself out too much if stuff doesn't go to plan, because this happens. And for me, this was happening like every day. Like, stuff weren't going to plan every day. Like, it was insane. And it made me feel like the schedule wasn't working because nothing was going to plan. But trust me, if you just stick to it, then one of the days it will go to plan, and you can actually notice if it's actually helping you. But I guess we're kind of coming to the end of the video now as well. I have been rambling this whole video. Honestly, I mindlessly rambled this whole video. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not that professional in terms of like commentary or anything, so I'm really sorry about that. I think one of the days I will do a video like this, but I will do it like a proper one where I actually show you, you know, my daily kind of routine rather than just talking about it. So if you want that kind of video, then please subscribe. Anyways, I am really grateful for you guys listening, even though I don't know why you would. Anyways, thanks everybody for staying and listening. I'm really grateful for you guys being here. I hope to see you all in the next video. I should be uploading again next Wednesday, so stay in tune for that. I'll see you later, guys.